Hello. My name is David Lee, and I want to shout out to all our loyal listeners. Welcome back to another episode of Plot Points and Pours. This week, we're reviewing Hook Point, How to Survive in a 3-Second World, otherwise known as My Man Luke's Average. How you doing, Luke?
Oh, wow. Lay down on me there real quick there. I'm doing okay besides that comment.
We're starting off the podcast spicy.
Whatever. Give me about 5-10 minutes. I'll come up with a joke about you. But, yeah, I can't wait to get into this one. This really piqued my interest.
Yeah, it was a good read.
What are you thinking there, Cameron?
Yeah, I'm just really happy to be back, guys. I mean, it's been a while. We had a little bit of a legal scuffle with that other podcast down the road, but, you know,
It's all taken care of now.
we're back. We prevailed.
Yep.
We will not be talking about the NFL anymore.
No,
will.
it's true. Legally, we're not allowed to.
Well, the big thing's the videos, yeah.
Yeah. It's all right. We learned our lesson.
Yeah. But yeah, this book, Hook Point, 3-Second World, I mean, I think we're probably going to take something from that book right away and just get straight to the point today. You know, get after it, short and sweet. So with that being said, let's go over to Vito. Let him review the book cover.
Favorite part.
Yes. Hello, everyone. All right, we'll start off with the book cover. As you can see, it's a red umbrella in a gallery of a bunch of, black, dark umbrellas. And this really stands out for us, I think, because we're a podcast coming to the scene and we're trying to be different, trying to make something different. I think that's what this book really stands out about. Anybody else?
I mean,
That's your
what'd you
job
think about the
there.
back?
I don't know. I haven't seen the back.
Did you not read the book?
I read
Everything
the book.
but the back. You forgot.
The back's
back.
just a couple quotes and shit from people. It's
Oh, okay.
it's nothing to write home about.
Lala
the fr-
Anthony, Carmelo's wife.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, that's really good.
You don't remember that?
No, I mean, I didn't read it outside cover.
Dude, speaking
Yeah,
all
I
these
just cover to cover.
all these
Okay.
umbrellas. Did you see there was a rain delay?
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, that brings up, speaking of rain delay, there's something. Well, no, he's talking about rain delays in general, and I think that's a good segue to what I want to talk about, which I've been waiting to talk about, is the Guardians. We don't talk about them enough, and I think I want to bring that up. So, the thing I want to bring up first is, one, what a roll they were on. Now, I know we took a couple hits in Colorado.
Little skid, but
Yeah, but it's okay. Overall, they still have, the second best record in the American League?
Yeah, I think we're only a half game behind the
That's
Yankees.
in the
American.
all of baseball.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Who are they behind,
baseball.
Philly?
New York's first now.
Okay,
Well, Philly's just with us now.
Yeah, I think they went. Yeah,
so the
Because we
first,
were only a half game back from them when we were first in the AL.
the two things I really wanted to talk about was, one, I think this is actually a really interesting point, is Jose Ramirez. He's on fire right now. Guy's hitting 16 home runs right now. 16 home runs. And he is just lighting it up. What I want to do is recorded on this podcast. Can we get a consensus between all of us? Do you think this is the year that Jose wins MVP? I mean, it's a big task. You got
if he keeps this going, yes.
Here's my thing. Yeah. Who else are you going to vote for right now?
Aaron Judge is lighting it up.
Is he?
Yeah. So that's another thing I think with
Doesn't he have to win it eventually? Because he's always top 3, which is ridiculous.
I know it is crazy, and I agree
Probably
with
going
that.
to be third every single year.
Again, right?
Forever.
every year.
But that's where I think when you talk about manager of the year or something like that, I think that benefits small teams because obviously they have less to work with. I think that's something that hurts
Dude.
big market teams. But MVP is a category I think that helps big market teams. Like Aaron Judge is way more well known than Jose.
And it could justify some shit. Like if you're the Padres and you suck, but you could get an MVP out of it.
For sure,
It's like,
yeah.
Man, we got MVP.
You know. So it's
Aaron, his average is the same as Jose.
Yep.
He has 18 less RBIs than Jose and only one more home run.
I know it's dead even though. Like
I'd say if it stays like that, though, I think Jose gets it because he's somebody at the end of his career. You can't be like, this guy was top 3 every year in MVP and never won. What the hell?
Yeah.
They got to give it to him sometime.
Aaron Judge won MVP last year, right? Or 2 years ago, whenever
It
he
was
hit
last year when he had to hit 73 home runs.
Yeah, 73, 63. He did not hit 70 home runs.
Are you?
Yeah.
Anybody
We'll check
else?
it next week.
No, he beat the non-steroid record.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think Jose's got to stay on the pace that he's on right now. I think
62. You're right.
I think he's still going to fly under the radar, even though it's MLB people following it, and not like the general public.
yeah.
It's still, since we're a smaller market, he still needs to do a little bit more. I feel like.
I think the kicker could be this is the best record I remember them ever having. Like
that's
in
true.
my life.
It is,
If
like,
they
literally the
stay-
best.
What is
ever.
it? 95 is the last time they had like such a good record.
That's what I'm saying. If they keep on pace like this and they finish the season with a top 2-3 record, then he might be looked at. But like whenever we're finishing, first in our division, but
Yeah.
we're like the 6th best, record in the
Yeah,
AL,
that's
I get
true.
it then. But
Really good point. Yep.
if they could actually stay on this track, and he can too.
I think they're just such like they just need a few tweaks, and I think like they're perfect. They're such a legit team this year, and honestly, they've been more fun to watch this year, and they've been fun to watch in the past, but they've been more fun to watch this year than I think anything else because they're hitting the ball so well.
100%.
And personally, like I love the pitcher prospects that we bring up and the pitching that the Guardians cultivate so well. But I'm sorry, it's just a lot more fun to watch a hitting battle versus like the typical pitching battle that we have going on.
Speaking of that, though, we need one more real starter.
Yeah, I
missing
agree.
that bad.
So this is the second topic I wanted to bring up. There have been a couple trade rumors going on. One in particular that I think could really, really help out the Guardians, and that's picking up the shortstop out of Toronto.
Bo Bichette.
Yeah. He's really good. They have him for 2 more years of control. So and he's not making like ridiculous money or anything like that.
Probably in a rookie deal, no?
Yeah, I don't know how old he is. I don't think he's that old. Regardless, so my question is, I think we all agree here. I hope that we need a shortstop. That's kind of one of the positions I think we're lacking in. Arias isn't really that great. Yeah, I mean he plays. They'll switch him out or whatever. But what would you guys be willing to give up in terms to like get that? I think you can package the trade, like maybe get one of their pitchers too, or like a veteran guy or something like that to help round out our starting 5. But what do you guys think?
What do you think, Cameron?
What are no-goes on the team you wouldn't give up?
I'd give up any prospect.
You would give up any prospect.
Who gives a shit?
Gavin Williams?
He's not a prospect.
He's a prospect.
No, he isn't. He was in our starting rotation last year.
Well, I mean,
not a
Not really
prospect.
a prospect. Prospects are guys you really haven't heard of, or
Yeah.
maybe somebody in AAA like you touched on.
I don't know. Okay, I'd say he's on line, but whatever. Would you give up Tugboat?
Who the hell's Tugboat?
He's the guy. I think he's in Single A right now, but he brings up a lot of social media presence. He's a big dude, throws the ball fucking good. He's a
Trade him.
He's a big tug. All right. What about Chase DeLauder?
Trade him.
He's our top hitting prospect.
Vito, I want to say the exact opposite in that I don't want to change a damn thing. Keep the train rolling as it is. Fuck it.
You know, it's
They
another.
need somebody though.
But you know, it's another
short
option.
guard.
Guard's
or a
way is
pitcher.
gather prospects. Don't pay anybody
Fact.
anything.
And get lucky.
true.
Like not barely get lucky, but
But not only that, you
Hopefully a little luck.
could solve the problem. Bump Jimenez over to shortstop.
Can you throw
Didn't
the bar
Jimenez-
that fall?
Well, he is a shortstop naturally, but then he said he doesn't want to play
Really?
short.
He's
anymore.
he's really good.
I
He's
thought
a
he
great-
said he didn't want to.
Well, I'm saying bump Jimenez over to shortstop. Maybe either put like maybe
can-
Will Brennan at
can
second,
David Fry play third and
and then
J
bump,
Ram
but
at
yeah,
short?
that's another one. Yeah, put David Fry at third, and then J Ram at second. You know, and then you would switch out Manzardo and Naylor at first or whatever, DH.
If that would be honestly a great case scenario if that whole infield thing could work. If bump Jimenez over to short, J Ram the second, but that's totally messing with a ton of shit.
Leave Jimenez, put J-Ram at short.
Second.
No, you had to put J Ram.
J-Ram's not playing short.
J Ram used to play second.
Dude, third and short are right next to each other.
I know, but I still feel like it's
Totally
like two
different,
totally
yeah.
different positions.
Come from somebody who never played third.
That's
totally
crazy.
different.
I forget we used to have Jose and Lindor up the middle.
I know, and that's a thing. You know, I was
Yeah, don't
thinking,
forget about Struble Cabrera either.
if, to be honest, I think like if let's say the Mets wanted to cut ties with Lindor and eat like a good majority of his salary, I think we'd bring him back. But they'd have to eat the salary. That's the big fucking thing. Like,
They're not gonna.
well, I know. I'm just saying,
Okay.
in a perfect world.
So they were recently in town. What do you? And then Jose had a. What did he hit? Like a. Was it? Were we at those games? No, we weren't at those games. No. But Jose had a nice home run. I think to take the lead in the one game. What do you think he's thinking? Is he left here for money? Now, I'm not gonna blame him for that. I would do that. And Jose took a cut, and Jose was kind of like his little brother when he's here. And now we're whooping their ass, and they're chanting
swept them,
Jose, Jose,
we
Jose,
did.
Jose, and he's sitting there hitting like 192 or whatever. Like,
I mean, it does suck.
how does it feel if you're him? Like, what the? What
I mean,
did
you
do?
have think about it this way too.
And
I
then
mean,
the
you have
controversy
It
now
made
with that
all the
guy
sense in the
yesterday on their
world.
team. Did you
No,
see the dude
I
just-
did not see this.
Oh, the dude got ejected, threw his glove in the stands, and getting interviewed after the game. They asked him about it. He's like, "I'm on the worst fucking team in MLB."
He couldn't even speak English
Yeah.
that well, and he was like, "Oh, I don't care. I feel like it's the worst fucking team."
Yeah, I didn't see.
I think
this.
it does. But it's a trade off, right? Like, Lindor wanted a bigger salary, which he wasn't going to get here. He wanted. I would assume he wanted more
fame.
attention. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which you're going to get in New York. I mean, and that
Congratulations,
comes
bud,
with
you got it.
Exactly. That's
got
what I
it
mean.
for the
It's
wrong reason.
It comes with the territory, and it does suck because I loved Lindor on our team. Like he hit a ton. He didn't really show up in the playoffs much, but
He had that grand slam.
when we were already up, like I think
No, we
a
were
couple
losing
runs.
against New York.
And then he hit the grand slam.
But
All
then
right.
we lost the series.
Yeah.
So,
regardless, I would.
for nothing.
but
He's
hey,
a good player. He was a good player with us. He's just not doing well over in the Mets, which sucks because I
That's-
like Lindor.
There was
One of my
no
favorite-
pressure on him here either, you know? He had no pressure here.
Yeah,
That's true.
That is true.
You go to the Big App one, the pressure's there.
our fans love you no matter what, as
Right.
long as you could like stay above.
What is the
250, which I guess
pressure
we
like
need that
in
now.
New York City, Cam?
Hold on. Like you said, Luke, we love you. We love Kipnis forever. In the last 5 years he was here, he was horrible.
He was really bad.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think
He was
Terry
still going
Francona
to
loved
Marley
Kipnis,
House every
and then he
week.
forced the
We
love
love him as
on.
fans though. Like
I think he's a good guy. I mean, we had freaking Nick Swisher, and
You
he
used
was
to
like
get mistaken.
Ohio, whatever. It was
Yeah,
stupid,
Ohio.
but
that
like
was
you know,
because he never was good.
No.
You used to get
Well-
mistaken for Kipnis all the time though when we were out.
No, his cousin Jimmy did.
yeah, my cousin is a dead ringer for Jason
Not
Kipnis. I
anymore,
stand
but-
by him. Yeah. Well, he's kind of muscled up. He's slimmed down. You know, it's not bad. Whatever. All right. Well, I'm glad we were able to touch on it. I think we're all in agreement that we do need to make some changes. I think the most pressing issue is probably
Cameron,
you don't?
Cameron definitely said I'm not in agreement with any of that.
no changes as in, and I was going to lead into we need to add another pitcher. So yeah, you know, I think we've sufficiently covered the Guardians. We'll be there this weekend. Look out for us, you know, if our loyal fans.
Quan jersey, right?
Yeah,
Giveaway?
Quan Jersey Saturday. I don't know if the pod will be up before then. If it's not,
Oh,
then
you know what I just dawned on me? What if he might come back Saturday? That might be his
It might
first
be his
game
first
back.
game, might be
and his
perfect,
jersey
yeah.
giveaway.
actually
That's
his first
funny.
game might be tomorrow.
No,
Yeah, but
they
if
said
not,
definitely not
it's-
tomorrow.
Oh, really?
He was supposed to play yesterday, got rained out.
Well, I hope so because the team would only be better with them on it. But speaking of the 3-second world, this book, we got to draw it back in, guys. We always get so sidetracked when we talk about this.
That's
But-
what this book is about, right?
It's
Just
true.
like dialing in the focus and getting somebody's attention in how many seconds? 3?
3.
It's a long time.
It is. Well, yeah, it is. It is. But I guess we'll catch the book on the other side of the break. But pertaining to the book, though, 3 seconds, it's about average TikTok time. our good friend Cameron and co-host of the show, has a TikTok. We're going to talk about it a little bit more on the commercial break.
Yeah, so this book inspired me to do a 3-second hook point. We'll see if you guys get intrigued right away or not. Let us know after the break. Hey everyone, I'm Cam, and for my first TikTok, I'm going to be making a hot dog bowl. And for those of you outside of the Midwest who might not know what a hot dog bowl is, well, it's basically a burrito bowl, except it's a bunch of chopped up hot dogs in a big old bread bowl. And I'm from Cleveland, so I'm going to be making it like a Polish boy. And what that means is I'm going to throw some slaw on there with some french fries and barbecue sauce, and we're going to do it up. Alright, let's see what we got here. So starting with the slaw, now you can do this well in advance or obviously buy your own pre-made, but I'm going to show you how I like to do it. So chop up some cabbage, green headed cabbage, then we grate carrots. I like them with a little bit of color in there. Then we mix it all up in a bowl, add some fresh Dijon, which is awesome homemade, but I went store-bought here to save time. Mayo, raw apple cider vinegar, some dill relish, 2 scoops of that, and then add a little spice. I like Cholula. Then we mix it all up in a bowl. And then when we're done mixing that all up, we can start getting the fries ready. And the secret to getting the fries nice and crisp is get the pan in the oven beforehand. Preheat that pan. Now, I hope you guys take it easy on me in the comments. Remember, this is my first TikTok, but I will not let you cancel me for using Japanese sweet potatoes. They're just simply too good. Now, while the fries are in the oven, we could get started with the bread bowl. Just cut the guts out. It's that easy. Check on the fries, mix them up, put the fries back in. Look at that, nice and crisp. Okay, now we're ready for the dogs. And you could do the dogs a lot of different ways, but for this, I'd like to pan fry them. Some butter, oil, make sure you grease that up enough to get the meat spinning. Look at the meat spin, all right. Now warm up the bread, check on the dogs, get them nice and golden brown. Slice it up, look at that, the red snapper, that's what we're talking about. Take out the bread and now we're ready to combine all the ingredients. Add the fries, then top with the slaw. And then for the grand finale, we're gonna add barbecue sauce. And now look at this, we have influences on this thing from all over. Maybe not Louisiana, but I think the result is a real cosmic gumbo. That's a hot dog bowl. All right, so let's see how we did here. Make sure we get a piece of all of it. Oh man, are you kidding me? Wow. That's so good. Hit me up. I'm also a producer. All right, we ready? Yeah, all right. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little example of what we thought a nice little hook point might look like. One of the things they talk about in this book that really stood out to me and what the author calls the reader to do is really focus on your audience and try to figure out what would draw your product to the audience. So it really made me think of when we sat down and thought about why we wanted to start the podcast. And it really made me think about how we came up with this idea. I think really, it came across organically how we just wanted to sit down with a group of 30 to 40-year-old like-minded individuals.
Mind of a poet.
30 to 40-year-olds, before I know you're going to get to your point. Before you say that, I was reading this article. It said like 80% of Cavs fans are 30 to 40 years old. I don't buy it.
What?
Really?
What?
I don't buy it because I think my dad and his whole generation, 60s, no way. But
Yeah.
I feel like it would be a younger demographic too.
something
Or does
like
that? Oh, you know why I can believe that actually though?
Why is that?
Those are the fans that were at prime age when LeBron was prime Cleveland.
That's a really good point.
I feel
Wow.
like that's our age, to be honest. We've lived
No,
through
like,
prime age of LeBron.
Those
That
30
is-
to 40 is
that's
the
us.
same age LeBron was. Right? Yeah. Right.
Oh
when
my
he,
God, I forgot I'm 30 years old.
You're like I'm 21.
But I'm saying like he's like 38, so that's upper, and then all the younger generation would have been on
you
the
really
bandwagon
think
too.
that, like,
I thought he was talking about more like a younger generation.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Wow.
hey, something real quick too with basketball. I've been meaning to ask this for like to you guys for like a month now. Well, I was thinking with the Cavs situation, how it seems like they're a little piece off, and just a cute question, not get into schematics or this would have to happen, blah blah. What if you had this exact same Cavs team we have now, except today's Kyrie Irving was on the team and Darius Garland didn't exist?
Ooh,
Is
that's
it just
actually
like-
super spicy
like-
question. Yeah.
The dominant
Does
team of the
he-
NBA by far right now.
Does he take the back seat to Donovan? Like
He doesn't have to.
He
But
doesn't
like
need
he-
to. You
but
got
like he
Luka
does-
and Kyrie right now.
that's what I'm saying. Like he does to Luca though. Like he definitely takes a back seat to Luca some.
Barely, but yeah, sure. Fine.
Like he did to LeBron.
Yeah,
he
he-
still gets the shot when he wants.
Yeah,
But I'm
He's
saying
1B and
he
Mitchell's
plays
1A.
that way. He doesn't like try to be the
So do
complete
you think?
alpha.
So you think right now Mitchell is a better player than Kyrie?
yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's fair. Then that's the only thing I.
Not meant to get crazy down the tunnel. I just been thinking for a while. What if somehow? Because obviously, if we would have kept Kyrie all that time, you wouldn't have the exact team you have now or anything.
I don't think-
What if somehow you could take this Kyrie and Darius Garland just goes out of the picture and you plug Kyrie into this team? Not like, hey, he's brand new. He's just been here the whole time.
I think Kyrie's more mature now than when he left
Sure,
here.
absolutely.
Like to be honest, in the last like year or so, dude grew up a lot. Like he obviously got his head on straight.
That would be what's sick about Kyrie. You would still get the assist that you get with Darius.
You would
Like,
get way more
but
points.
you would get 20 to 25 points every night.
How about
You would get
like,
a legit
way
ball
less
handler
turnovers?
too. Yeah, because like that's the thing
That
about
too,
Darius.
yes.
He
Yeah.
can't handle a freaking ball.
The
at point
big
guard.
thing he changed about his game this year, maybe in the past couple of years, is defense.
Kyrie?
They were saying
No
he's
shit.
like ranked as their third best defender this year.
Oh shit, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Good for him.
You could you imagine if Darius was our third best defender?
I mean,
I don't even know if he knows what defense is.
No, I mean he knows how to effectively turn the ball over, and I think
is
that's what
good
he's
at
best at. But I still think this team would be perfect with LeBron. But whatever. I don't know if he's coming back or not. Maybe.
No, give me ice all day, baby.
Yo, would they have to trade him?
Yeah.
Who do you think's more likely to get traded in the offseason, or both? Darius or Jared Allen?
Darius.
I think Jared Allen is more likely.
I think
likely?
Jared Allen has more trade value.
Yeah, but
Say,
I think
they
the
say Darius has
consensus right
the most
now-
trade value out of all point guards in the league right now.
I actually think you're out of the two. I think
Out of
Jared
what do you
has
mean? No,
more.
out of all point guards in the league, they say Darius Garland has the most trade value, more than Trae Young and another really good point guard.
Really?
Yeah,
More than Trae
because
Young.
he has a long-term contract and he's young.
He's a long-term contract max, and he's not.
Yeah,
a
Trae
but
Young's
honestly-
making the max, and the other guy's making the max too. But it's not like
And when
you're getting that guy for a year, but you have to give up the same assets.
The max he
as
might have
you-
signed. I mean, if you signed a guy today, I'm sure it's a lot more than Darius's max.
And a
right?
team
Like,
that's
it's actually probably
trading,
pretty
a team
cheap.
that's trading for Darius has faith in him, like that he's going to be 2 years ago All-Star Darius Garland.
Yeah, you would definitely have to have that faith.
Yeah.
to
If
make
he
that
can
trade.
go to a team where he's the best player on the team, or at least the best,
or
special
ball
guy on the
dominant,
team,
point
like
guard,
ball
yeah.
dominant.
he's fine. You just can't handle being second fiddle to Donnie.
Yeah, the one trade I heard, which I think might be pretty good, was to the Pelicans. We get Brandon Ingram and some other guy from him, right? Is Brandon Ingram, is that his name, Cameron?
That's right.
But it'd be a good wing player, tall,
Mm-hmm.
that could score 20 points a night.
I mean, we definitely need a wing. So
And they need him.
So
too.
what would they get? Darius?
I don't
Straight
like
up
Brandon
trade?
Ingram.
You don't?
Yeah, that's why I was like, eh.
Why do you not like him? Is he a Michigan boy or something?
No, I just feel like he doesn't have that dog in him. He's not going to get us any further than the guys we got now.
Okay.
You know what? I'll make a bold prediction now. You know who I think's going to have that dog in him next year?
Don't
Mobley.
say no. Don't
I
say.
think so.
Where does
he showed
I
me
know,
in the
but
playoffs?
where does
man.
it come from? What did he show you?
He
One
showed me
game
that-
when Jared Allen was out and he scored 30 points?
Yeah, but that's
another
what they
year in
need
the
to
league,
do.
another year of confidence. I could see it. I agree
Like
with you.
seriously, if Mobley was your center, like that's your go-to center, and I'm not talking about like the only problem I really have is injury concerns, but like for the whole
Walk
regular
up, he's
season.
fine.
But I also don't care about the regular season. I'm telling you, this guy this offseason, I think he's really going to make a turn. Like I'm not saying he's going to be Kevin Durant.
I hope you're right. I hope you're right.
But I think he's going to make a turn.
If he does, they have a lot less issues.
He showed me a lot in that Boston series. I thought he played, to be honest, in both series. I thought he played tough. I thought he played way better than
he showed up
before.
in the playoffs. He did, yeah, absolutely. I just need him to come back and go nuts like you and Put in Bay last weekend.
Oh my!
Speaking of going nuts.
First of all,
I like you in that element.
everywhere I go, I'm a respectful gentleman. So let's put that
Except
out
the Blue
there.
Marlin.
All right. Well, I have a question to ask then, since we're on the topic of Put in Bay, and this has kind of been bothering me for the whole week. I've been losing sleep over it. We're now promptly in our 30s. Is Put
Three
in
of us.
Bay is Put in Bay our element, or are we too old for Put in Bay?
A bunch of like-minded 30 to 40-year-old
Yeah, exactly.
individuals.
Get these Toyota Siennas. They take the back seats out and they go to Put in Bay.
Then
So-
we go to put in bed. Yeah.
So is this our wheelhouse? Are we are we still in our prime?
You know why it's our wheelhouse? Because 50-year-olds still go up there, and it's kind of in their wheelhouse still.
I think we're in the beginning phase of that being our
And you
wheelhouse.
very rarely run into anybody below like 24.
That's
You know what I
true.
mean?
Well,
That's true. Think about it. We didn't know what the place was until we were 23, 24.
It's probably got something to do with at the very cheapest. It's going to cost you $40 to get there. You know.
yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta.
has that ever stopped
and
us
if you
doing
don't have a
anything,
boat,
though?
you have to pay to stay there.
What
right,
do we talk about in old segments? People won't pay $20 to get into the farm.
Yeah, but that never stopped us. I'm saying, like, we didn't know about it until we were how old?
I don't know when you guys started. I didn't go there until I was.
First time I went there was
27.
23 or 24 with Keller. We took the boat up there one time.
Yeah, I don't know that I went there until I was.
And I
like
went up there and
27.
Same, right at the line I
I
had
showed
brought
you
up
guys
earlier.
that.
Yeah, I mean, fair. I think there is also Put in Bay such a magical place that it's like it is like the perfect cross section of like so many different demographics, like of people of different ages and but you're all there for a common cause, you know.
It's so true. You go to a pool bar, there's people from 21 to 80 years old. there.
It's
like-
so yeah, exactly.
And they're all got the same thing in mind. How many drinks can I cram in my ass right now? Like, it's crazy.
How many
true.
times can my car get charged by that punk ass Blue Marlin?
Do not close
waiter
that tab. I will charge
That's
you.
making bullshit charges up.
It is a $20 minimum, so keep that in mind because they will get you.
You know, one thing though about being up there this weekend that I was so happy to be
Part of
solidified in my thoughts of that Vito and I have talked about for a few years now. When you go to the main pool bar, they have a DJ, and this dude, a lot of people are like, bowing down to the guy because it's a big spot. And me and Vito don't know a ton about stuff like this, and we always say, this dude sucks at his job. And this weekend, Cameron, who actually knows stuff about music, maybe a little bit of DJ set, verified that thought that this dude don't know what the he's doing, dude.
yeah. Actually, Cameron had a good story. What did you witness at the pool bar happen with that DJ?
What's his best talent?
So, having a microphone.
So when you guys brought up this segment, I was going to say the whole time I plead the fifth and no comment. However, I do feel comfortable speaking about the DJ. I will not hold back. This man, I believe he loves his job and good for him. I mean,
I think he's been doing it for a while.
Who wouldn't love that job?
It's true. That is actually Vito's perfect.
I just
job.
hope he doesn't get paid.
I do have to say shame on him for doing the absolute bare fucking minimum.
This chick's got a fat ass.
You see that chick over here? She got a dick on her face.
That's all he does.
Ride the bull.
Yeah.
So he points out very obvious things that are going on in the pool and makes comments into the microphone.
And then literally forgets to play the music afterwards.
Literally
that's pretty
30
unforgivable.
seconds. Our hotel was on top of the pool, basically walking out the door. I'm like, why is it silent? I see he's like, oh shit. Runs over to his DJ stand. It's playing music. Like it was 30 seconds of silence.
So in the spectrum of things you need to do as a DJ, 90% is playing the music, 10% is calling out
Fat
girl,
ass.
yeah, and fat asses, yeah. That's
So I
what
think that dude gets
I
paid a
imagine is
ton of money by there because he also runs their like main social media account is like by him.
Is he also like a staple? Like
Yeah,
like if
he's
you
like
go to
the
Blue
guy
Marlin,
he's
you
like
know,
a super pimp.
I don't even
not
want to
there.
say his name, but you go to Blue Marlin, you know he's.
But
just
have
like-
you seen their social media? He also posts exactly what he talks about.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Badasses.
He's not posting us on there.
Like I said,
No.
though, most males that are going to Puddin' Bay, what are they thinking?
It's true. You do think Blue Marlin like, oh, it's the booty shaking contest or whatever, you know?
It's not belly
That's-
flop, 3:00.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Get your fat asses up here.
So, can I make a petition? All right. I think this is something we can do moving forward on the podcast.
Couple guys, we can lock it in.
I think this could be the start of Vito's DJing career, and we make a petition after he gets good enough to take this guy at Blue Marlin's job.
I fucking love it. I was just going to say the same thing. We got Vito behind the boards there, and he is drinking a lot. I don't think you guys can see because he's standing behind the camera. He's been throwing them down, and he's still locked in. Vito's super locked
definitely
in.
blow that guy out of the water.
I haven't heard him talk about one
He's
fat
full of
ass
water.
until this segment.
That's true, and that's honestly like it's a positive and a negative. But Vito,
I could have.
This
Vito.
dude's got a dig on his face.
that's part of the job too. Vito, can you give us a sample of what a DJ set would sound like?
Oh, hell no!
That's pretty good. That's really good.
response.
He's got a dick on his face.
Boom. But I think given maybe next summer is when we
Strawberry
should really-
shots, 5 for 25.
There you go.
Hey!
Kid's a natural. Kid's a natural.
God.
Geez, oh man, I think
Man,
it's
we got into some legal trouble about the last episodes.
They don't have good lawyers.
Listen. I think it's about time we got to introduce the next book.
Yeah,
that we're
likewise.
doing next week. Okay, so this book was a personal favorite of Cameron, right?
Like most.
Yeah. Cameron, do you want to introduce it?
Well, I am excited about one thing about this book, though, that I want to mention really quick.
Oh, go ahead.
This is the first book we've done that's bigger than the book in front of it. So you could actually see it right now protruding out beyond the...
That is a
book
little
in front of
behind
it.
the scenes kind of thing, like trick that we don't let on to the cameras and stuff.
Oh,
but I
people
guess,
pick up on it.
yeah.
Read the YouTube comments. They go in about it.
Okay.
We
But-
might have to add this to the what you got wrong because the last one took so long to be released.
Yeah, but size of the
Game
book.
of or actually, it was 2.
Yeah, is
Game
this
of
one-
Thrones was way bigger than the.
Is this one going to go
Was
before
it?
that one? Or?
Oh, shit.
Oh my God, that guy might have died.
Okay.
All right, I stand corrected.
All
All right,
right.
though, go ahead, though.
So, Cameron, why don't you read us into the next book?
Yeah, I think it's kind of ironic that we have the book that we're talking about today regarding hook points, and then we introduced you to the viewers of what a hook point looks like to us via my TikTok.
Exactly.
And within my TikTok, I revealed that I also have another passion besides the books we talk about and the sports that we talk about. It's also diving into the culinary arts. So without further ado,
He's a passionate guy.
let's dive into some
Whoa.
really unique culinary
I mean,
creations.
this is actually a staple moment for the podcast.
I'm so hungry right now.
This is
For knowledge.
This is
We're going to bring different worlds together. We're going to be doing a little bit of talking about food. We might be cooking. I've seen Dave put on an apron before. He looks damn good.
yes, but I cannot.
I've seen him
cook.
put on some dance moves, too.
I can't.
Oh,
I
he'll
can't.
spin your girl around.
I can't cook.
It will bother you.
I can't cook a hot dog bowl like my man Cameron over there.
Cheers.
But all right, so
What
look-
did your doctor ever say about you eating all those hot dogs?
It seemed like he didn't like it, but I kept like
And then you just said,
I kept pivoting, so he never really got his.
well, you
idea
walked in
across.
with
I
mustard
just kept
on your
saying,
shirt,
Doc,
so-
I'm going through something. Give me 6 months.
can I go now?
Yeah.
All right. Without further ado, this is the book. We're gonna next week or we're gonna give you some time to maybe try out some recipes, get a good read into it. We'll have a full review of it on the next episode.
All right.
Do you have anything to add?
So-
Anybody?
Yeah, I just want to say JJ Johnson, my guy out of Harlem, he does a really good job. So really,
that's
take a
your
look at
neighbor.
some of these recipes, and yeah, we're gonna have a good time next week.
So don't forget to smash that like button Hit the follow. Hit the
Please subscribe.
But
Please.
consensus, 3 seconds is a long time.
Yeah. Luke, you're fine. You're good.